It's Thursday night, the time is right to chat the night away. He chats a ton, he drink cracking rum. So let's start this stream today.
I'm just happy that everything seems to be working tonight. I have got a microphone, I've got a camera on, Optimus Prime is lit up, and for everyone who watched the Patreon and channel members stream yesterday, what a nightmare. But as you can see, the axe is lit, the Matrix of Leadership's lit, everything's lit, the gun, Optimus is done, so he's actually done. And I took something out of Lou's book, Lou Dalmaso, who got the Iron Man. I keep calling it the Iron Man. The Iron Giant is based on a book by Ted Hughes called The Iron Man. I do wonder when they came to actually making the film, if they got into trouble with Marvel, who had the comic book character Iron Man, and said, no, you can't do that. So they called it the Iron Giant. But Lou put a switch on the back of this, so he hasn't got to take this off to press the button, because the button to turn this on and off is in here. What I did was just a simple fix. Because the magnets hold it on, I just cut all the lugs off. So I'm not going to have a problem taking it out, and I can easily just turn it on and off. And when I want to put it back on, I just, turn it on. I just stick this into place, and it holds no problems. So nice quick fix there. But that's what I've done. So the Matrix, if you saw last night, I was having a nightmare with it. I just couldn't understand the instructions, and I couldn't get these things on for the wound me up. So I'm going to put them there. But it was all good. I've got no updates on the Dalek build, just so you know. There was 3 issues which were trials. Other than that, we won't know until it comes out. Now, I do have, I am going to fall behind on chat. I know I am. But before we get on, a couple of things. First of all, I've got to say hello to Christian from Grantham.
Give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now, let's get cracking.
And it's been an absolutely glorious day today, so I need to do this too. And how glorious has today been? Look, I've got clips everywhere. About saying that the weather today is absolutely glorious. And we've got a new addition to this corner here. Let me just check what the temperature is at the moment. Can we see that? Look at that, it's 24 degrees. I have now got my shark in resin. I've polished up the front so you can actually see in it, which is pretty cool. But I won't talk about this on stream tonight, because there's something that when we did this I should have taken into account, which I didn't. So you know what? It took me 4 years to realise that shark in resin, and was it about 4 years ago? We must have done it about 4 years ago. That the most clear side you're going to get when you put it in a tank, I made everything perfect to how I want to look at it. But the clearest side you're ever going to get with resin is from the top. So I watched someone do a really big, deep pour resin build, and he actually built the whole thing on its side. So when he poured the resin in and then tipped it over, you had a flawless finish on the top. So I have to remember that next time that I'm doing resin, although, you know, not too soon, because I still get nervous about it. But I do have quite a list of notes here, which I need to tell you about. The first one is the workshop names. Now, check this out. I have got a picture here of everyone I've put up so far. I've got 75 more to go, and they are going to be done tomorrow, because when I was doing it on the Algo laser, like this, I've created a template. So I can do 16 tags at a time, and it takes probably 5 minutes. And it's just a case of getting them all up. So the weather's good now. So what I've done is I've put it in here. So this is the old one that we had. And all I'm doing is crossing off the names of everyone I've done, so I can make sure I've replaced everybody's names for that. Now, in 12 months' time, anyone who was a premium, let me get this right, a premium elite member of the YouTube channel members, and to become a channel member, I've put a thing up there, they're going to be getting a gold tag, a bigger tag, onto the workshop, which means I'll have the gold at the top, then I've got the blue ones. I'm thinking I might do some green this year, Not sure what we're going to do. I think it's probably going to be for the Mine charity. But I'm going to give you some more details of that later because I have now got space to put some more names up, which is absolutely brilliant. So that is good. Now, as I said, I was working on the algo laser. Check this out. That not only was I engraving with that, when I was doing the where it sounds like it's in the past, but you haven't seen any of this. While I was building the Stan Arts diorama for the Sprueverse challenge, I was using that to cut out the if you remember, I was making the pontoon, like the pier sort of thing. Check this out. I'm mesmerised by that. But yeah, just cutting out the planks for the wood. It's brilliant at cutting and stuff like that. Now, if you were to buy that algo laser about, I don't know, a month ago, it was £1,040. But from what I understand, now I don't know if this is common knowledge. So I'm sharing it anyway. And if I get into trouble, I get into trouble because they said they didn't say I couldn't share it. So, but that algo laser, which was £1,040, starting from the 11th, it's going down to £799. Get that. So I'll put the QR code and the link on the screen. Also, the Alpha, which originally cost £999, is going down to £569. That's the model down from the one I've got. And the model up from that one, which has got a 40-watt laser, was £1,520. It's going down to £1,299. So they go live on May the 11th to the 19th. I don't know if they're live now, but they're the prices for that week. So I thought I'd let you know. If you want to check them out, you want to get yourself a laser printer, then now's probably the best time. It's because it's the anniversary. They've got a 1-year anniversary going on. But I love the thing and I keep using it. If you want to know what that big orange thing is behind it, the Lancaster bomber is now far too big to go in a box. So it's having to stay there. And talking about things that are far too big to go in the box, the Mercedes 300 SL, I can't get that into a box anymore either. So there we go. Now, things that are coming up that I'm going to be doing shortly. I'm going to be I'm going to Makers Central next weekend on the Saturday. I believe Dave Howe from Tyrell Models is going to be there. Dave's who I also do the Scale Model World podcast with. I'm going to meet Colin first. Now, Colin, if you haven't seen his channel, it's absolutely brilliant. Obviously, this is the guy that's built a subterranean kingdom under his house. But he's come up with this great idea to actually sell the dirt that he's digging out. So it's going to be at Makers Central. Yeah, selling his dirt. Can you believe that? It's going to be fun. But from what I understand, last time I went there, they had things like a Blade Runner spinner. They had kit. They had DeLorean there. They had the Ecto 1 there. I do believe there's going to be some TV cars there as well. But I'm just going to film the whole thing because it's more to do with not model making, but the tools you need for model making and the techniques you need as well, from resin pours to woodworking, everything. So I can't wait to get to that. That's at the NEC on Saturday and Sunday next week, but I'm only going to be going on the Saturday. Now, talking about tools, check this out. I'm going to try and switch cameras. Hang on. Now, this is from, let me just get a pop-up on the screen again. Talking about Dave, this is from Tyrell Models. Now, he sent me something. I didn't ask for this. He just sent me this. I don't know if you remember, I've told you before that I was building when I did the Star Trek Enterprise refit and when I was doing the time machine, I had one of these which was connected to the power supply. This is a portable one. What this is a portable sander, right? And it's tiny. It's got 3 settings and it comes in this box. And all the sanding pads are in there. Sorry, that's not the portable sander. This is the portable sander. Let's get it right. As you can see, and you can add, this is all available on the Tyrell Models website, just so you know. You can add the sanding pads. They come in different size. The pads stick on there like that. And again, this has got 3 settings. Look at that. It's vibrating in my hand. Anyone who's got a filthy mind? It's for sanding, which is cool. And it's got all different attachments for it. And this is going to be a game changer because I'm no longer tethered to a mains lead. So, Dave, thank you for sending me this. But not only did he send me that, he also sent me this, which, as I said, I was working on the time machine, which is basically a grinding tool. You've got loads of bores in here. And what you do is you've got an adapter here, which I can put a drill bits in. So I can drill with this. I've got a little Allen key just to tighten that up. And then what we can do, if I can just get that in the hole, is we can use one of these, put it down the top, and now if I turn it on, I can now start taking away plastic, burrs, flashing, anything I want. How cool is that? Portable, charged with USB-C. And this is from a company called DSPIAE, but I know Dave sells them in his store. But I love these model tools. These are the model tools that we want. We want more model tools. But no, thank you, Dave. I really appreciate it. I'm going to get a lot of use out of that, especially with the shark that I'm doing, the standout shark. I have started to paint the interior of my standout shark now because I'm very conscious that I'm not going to be here. So I need to let you know now, from Wednesday, the 29th of May until Wednesday, the 12th of June, there's going to be very limited videos on the channel, and there'll be no live streams for patrons and channel members on the Wednesdays, and there won't be any Thursday live streams either. Mainly on account that I'm going to be in Wonderfest, and then I'm coming back and I'm going to be straight away into Europe. And I'll tell you more about that when I get back, because I don't know what I can share with that at the moment. So that's that. Almost finished. Don't worry, you know my monologues, they do drag on. 3D Fig Labs have just announced that they finished Bespin Cloud City. Check this out. Now, this is an STL file that you'll be able to get from them. This looks absolutely brilliant. I've got a couple of pictures here. 33 centimeters tall, 25 centimeters in diameter, looking just like this. Now, this is available from CG Trader. Now, I have got some links for 3D Fig Labs. This one here is the link to their Instagram, so you'll be able to see more pictures of that. This one here is the Patreon link. And then I believe if you want to go over to CG Trader and download this and print this for yourself, there's the link on there. Does some amazing stuff. I saw the catalogue that Ricardo had, and oh my God, there's some good stuff in there. Absolutely good. But Bespin Cloud City, can you imagine that? Get it lit up. That could be going behind the... behind me here. Now, how do I clear these off the screen? There we go. Let me put that CG Trader link back up there just while I'm chatting for a second. I'm just looking down my list. I think I'm almost there. So Maker Central won't be here Wednesday the 29th to the 12th. 3D Fig Labs, Tyrell Models. Oh, and the only other thing is on our channel members and Patreon channel, when I do get back, we have been working on the Spaceballs Eagle 5 from Cosmic Scale Models. We are also going to be building the rocket ship Ajax from Flash Gordon. Now, again, that's available. Let me just hide that. And this is a free download, so you can get all the files for this free by scanning that code there. Okay, now, if you want to see what it looks like built, I think I have got a picture here somewhere. There we go. When it's built, it's going to look just like that. And there's so many things you can do to this to light it and stuff like that. And that's one of the things we're going to be working on when I come back. So that'll be another thing to print. I've got so many printers here now that two I haven't even reviewed yet. So, so that's the rocket ship. Now, if you want to see someone building it at the moment, there's a guy who's got a YouTube channel called The Ensign's Chair. And he's building it, lighting it, and doing all sorts of weird and wonderful things to it. It looks absolutely amazing. So again, that's the Ensign's Chair channel. He's currently doing that at the moment, so he'll be well ahead of us. But it'd be good if everyone on the channel members and the Patreon stream want to join along, then you can. Now, talking about not patrons this time, just the channel members, I don't know if you've noticed, I've managed to add 2 more emojis. So you now have a 007 emoji, and you also have a Jaws emoji. So if anyone is a channel member and they want to use them, then feel free to stick them in chat and you'll be able to see them. But I think I'm done. We've done the tags. I've got to do the Lancaster tomorrow. Very fiddly, very fiddly. We're doing the engine parts and they are tiny. Absolutely tiny. So that's going to be on the channel tomorrow. We're good. We're good. How long did that take? Oh my God, it's almost 15:15 already. Okay, I'll try and get onto chat. I can't believe me. Yeah, last night was an absolute cop-out. I'll tell you what, the Patreon stream failed and the channel member stream, so I had to restart the stream, which just went wrong. Then I couldn't put the matrix together. It was just a mess. I almost cut myself. I tell you, I don't know what it is, but when I'm on these live streams and I'm building something, I just get so nervous, I think. It's crazy. Hello, Phil. How's it going? Do you like these little gadgets? They're brilliant. We saw this. Do you remember we saw one of these at Telford, the IPMS show at Telford? Really, really good. I didn't realise how much I'm going to be getting use out of it until I've been playing around and fiddling with it. Absolutely brilliant. Evening all from the caravan somewhere in Sussex. Oh, bless. Phil, just so you know, he's got a, I don't know if you've checked out his Instagram. He's got a video on the channel tomorrow. You need to check it out because the pictures on Instagram look amazing. I don't know. Have you got a professional photo booth there now, Phil? Because I might have to bring some models with me so you can take pictures of them for me. But you had a background of it, which makes it look like it's under the sea with blurred. And I'm like, how did you do those pictures? Have you got, what is that? Is that a filter or is that a backdrop? Pretty cool stuff, I have to say. What's that? Smoothers leaving in an hour. Most likely we're grilling out tonight. We're having a barbecue on Saturday. It should be fun. I'm really far behind on chat. I've only just got to the things at 8 o'clock. No, I've got the new Nissan Skyline. I'll tell you something else I've got, which I don't know if I'm allowed to build, but then I saw Chris Collection in France has built it. I've got box 2 of the Wet Nelly, Spy Who Loved Me. So I'm probably going to make sure I can build that and put it on the channel next week. Is anyone interested in a Starbucks t-shirt? God, I promote them enough with their toilets, tattooed zoologist. You've subbed to the Dalek. It's definitely a trial. I don't think it's going to come out to about January time, but only Hachette Partworks will know the answer to that. Prove me wrong. Hi, Will's Workshop. How's it going? But I'm really happy with how those tags are looking. I'm telling you, they're going to look absolutely brilliant when the whole thing is finished. Really happy. YouTube live chat doesn't seem to be working. I hope it's not just me. Well, I can see people's chat in here, so don't know. Hello, Welsh Piper. Could you use the laser engrave to do wood grain on the planks or just cutting? No, you can do different powers will do different things. So you can engrave the wood, you can burn the wood, you can singe the wood, you can cut the wood. It will do pretty much everything. It would even it kind of etch glass, but for anything clear, it's a pretty much no-go. You really do need a CO laser for that. I can cut any acrylic, but clear acrylic, it will just pass straight through and won't do a thing. So that's the pain with these diode lasers, but they pretty much cut everything else. It was really good to make I don't have to worry about the dioramas. You notice the diorama's gone. I found a place in the house to store it. So I'm not giving anything away before this Brewverse challenge comes to its end on July the 4th, when the beach is open. Hello, Todd. How's it going? Don't tell you things like anyone's sponsoring the channel. You want to get yourself one. I don't know. They just told me it's only on for a week, Will's Workshop. So there you go. You were going to do the Lancaster Bomber, but cancelled it. The Lancaster's a brilliant build. There are some sections which are really fiddly, but as you've seen, not so much last week, but the week before, there's hardly anything to do in the last few stages. I think now we're building the engine, there is going to be a lot more to do. I've actually put mood lighting on tonight. That's why you can see these lights a little bit brighter. I've turned this light here down a bit. So, but look, I brought the Titanic back and I've still got the Alien Tower here because, I mean, the Alien, look at it. It's ridiculous how big this is. Look. Look. And as I said, if I put that up against Optimus there, it's bigger than Optimus Prime, and that's just the legs. And they do articulate. You can bend them. So we'll have to see. I have got box 13. Let me just, you stay. I will try and get that done. So then that's the Alien finish. But there's so many models coming to an end. The Mercedes 300 SL, the Stingray hasn't got much more. The Ford GT, the Rossi bike. There's lots. There's absolutely lots. I'm just looking down here as well. We've got loads of things ending. It's great. Optimus Prime's just ended. Good evening, Wayne. Hello, Welsh Piper. After watching the ISS video, I now wish I hadn't cancelled my subscription. Currently out of work, but not for long. Have a fab weekend. I'll make Essential. Got VIP tickets 2 days. I'm only there on the Saturday. So I'm trying to win a competition to see if I can get a masterclass in blacksmithing and forging metal with a hammer. Can you imagine that? I'll be one step getting a masterclass. The next step I'll be on Forged in Fire. Oh, that'd be fun. Hello, Helder. How's it going? I don't know how you pronounce their name, Todd. Dispia? Is that it? Dispire? You know me and pronunciation. I'm god awful at it. Who did you get into doing these models? Like how old? First one you ever did that inspired you? The first part work I did was the build the model solar system from Eagle Moss. The first build I did on the channel of something was the Millennium Falcon. First time round, Millennium Falcon. You've got one of those. They are a great tool, aren't they? For sanding, that's what she said. Hello, Eric. How's it going? In Wisconsin. Ian, how the devil are you? You've been here from the start, just finish off a game of snooker. How are you watching me and playing snooker? Unless you've got me on headphones. A lot of people listen to this live stream on headphones. As a matter of fact, I heard this stat. I don't know if it's believable, but if you're a YouTuber, you might be able to get this. They say the reason you really want to get good sound, and tonight I'm wearing my lavalier microphone, is because 20% of my audience won't be watching my video. They'll just be listening. Now, for a model building channel that's showing you how to do things, I don't understand how that works. But apparently people just put me on in the background and I'm like background music, which I can believe some things because, I mean, I put the radio on. I listen to LBC here. And I say listen, I have it on as background noise. Sometimes I'm not listening, but I don't know. It's an interesting stat. That comes from YouTube, but I don't know if I believe it or not. I suppose I have to, don't I? Oh, chat works now, Josh. Well, welcome aboard. Actually, I'd love them to do that. Oh, that's the other Fast and the Furious cars. I'd like the one from Tokyo Drift with the Hulk punched hands out. I saw that once at Universal Studios in Florida back in 2000 and I'd like to say 2002, 2003, something like that. Very good. Wow, there's lots of oh, there we go. Look, if you do buy something from 3D Fig Labs and use the code Spruverse10, you will get 10% off any purchase. Check that out. Thank you for that, Phil. I completely forgot that, you know. But yeah, definitely. So if you do go to that site, let me just put a QR code back on the screen for that CG Trader version. I mean, if I send you over to CG Trader, all the links for Ricardo and the team from 3D Fig Labs are there. So you'll be able to find these Instagram, the Facebook, everything, Patreon, it'll all be there. So, but that's the link for that. But yeah, definitely, if you use Spruverse10, you'll be able to get yourself 10% off. That's excellent. You'd love to have an Airwolf helicopter. I'd jump at that or a Street Hawk bike, but I'm an 80s TV fan. I saw someone make, it wasn't that big, it was about this big, I think. So we're looking 30 centimeters, perhaps more, of Blue Thunder, which looked really good, all lit up and stuff. No propellers whizzing around or anything, but yeah, there we go. Look, we got the Jaws logo and we got the 007. You've got to love an emoji. You can only use those emojis if you are a channel member. And that's why some people have got their name highlighted. Another thing, channel members. There's quite a few channel members who joined 5 months ago. So you've got one more month and your icon's going to change. Now, a lot of people have got the icon, which is the like rank for the military. After 6 months, it changes to a golden star. So all interesting stuff. Everyone's now spamming the emojis. Hello, Still City Models over on Twitch. How the devil are you? Did you say? Oh, you wouldn't have seen it. I've been the Patreons again. Channel members would have seen this. I've been doing a lot of gardening because obviously summer's here, and I'm trying to get the garden looking A1. I love my garden. I like sitting in it and looking at the bowling green lawn, which is impossible to make at the moment when you've got 2 dachshunds and my mother-in-law's little whatever it is, the little dog. But I was planning to just relay the top layer of my decking, and I've managed to pull up some planks. The subframe is wrecked. I didn't realize. Now I've had it 11 years, so I'm just going to rip the whole thing out and start again. So I've got a big job coming up when I come back from Wonderfest to replace the decking. Because if Mrs. Welderwayne hasn't got a nice place to sit in the summer, I'm in trouble. And I don't want to be in trouble. Oh, Chris's collection. We were just talking about you doing your Lotus Esprit Pack 2. What are you drinking tonight? Tonight I'm on Coca-Cola, which is weird for me because I always drink Pepsi. But I don't know why I bought Coca-Cola. I'll tell you what, it's very rare that I'm drinking Coca-Cola at the moment. I'm normally drinking... I'm being healthy. I need to lose a little bit of weight before Wonderfest. I really do. So I can pretty much get into my shirts. So I've been drinking some Buxton spring water. So water is the way to go at the moment. Plenty of water. Keep yourself hydrated. Keep your brain hydrated. Still models. You're a model scale builder. You finished that AS Pink Panther 135. That's the... What is that? I don't know what that is. I'm starting to think it's the car that the Pink Panther pulls up in the start of the cartoon. But it's looking like it's a helicopter. Is that right? I don't know. Please tell me, because I'm making myself look stupid. Oh, bless. Let me just... I can't believe... I don't know what that is. Let me just click on this. Stand by. There we go. So, yeah, I don't know if I can... it's not going to let me bring it up. I was hoping to bring up a picture of what Phil's actually done for the... You've got to check it out on Instagram. Check out Spruverse on Instagram, because what he's got coming on the channel from Sequest DSV is absolutely amazing. I'm just looking at that picture. It's pretty cool. But the screen's tiny because I haven't got a computer here anymore. I'm using a laptop, which has got a tiny screen over here. Starbucks Toilet Scam 2024. Wayne, what's that? 5 a.m. when I had to get up, but might as well watch the live for a change. Going to get Prime, even though I don't have space all the time. Finally back on track, but so far behind after moving. Oh, bless you. I was up at 5 a.m., but that's because the dash hounds get me up. They think it's dinner time. So I have to feed them. And then I'd like to go back. They go back to bed, which is a pain, and I'm just sit wide awake downstairs with my coffee. Greg, I've got the next pack of Tumbler here, but I just haven't had a chance to do it. I'm actually behind on some of the Agora builds, so that's why I wanted to get them out of the way. The next one I'm going to be doing from Agora is the Corvette Stingray, because I've got 2 packs here, and I haven't done any of them, so I am behind on that. And the Titanic as well. I've got the next pack of the Titanic to do. Do I have any videos on the laser printer? Yes, I do, Welsh Piper. It's up on the channel. Look at Beginner's Guide to the Algo Laser. It's on my channel about 4 months ago, 5 months ago. If you just type Algo Laser 22 watt Delta, I think my video is the top video in the search engine. So there you go. David Howie, how's it going? Good evening, Wayne. Is Mrs. Welderwayne in here? I haven't seen her. About the Dalek build from Hasher, my sub is going ahead and I'm waiting my first delivery. I don't think you're going to get anything, David. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but with these trials, they're just looking at interest. And at the same token, they can't tell you it's a trial. Bit of a catch-22. But there you go. When you have a problem with the issue 19 exhaust ports, looks like 2 of the 6 ports are incorrect. I've posted the issue on the main group. Don't know if it's just my issue 19. Is it incorrect? What builds that? Dad Hobbies? I haven't got a clue. Is that my half-brother? What half-brother? What are you talking about? Lou, I'm confused. What was we looking at? I don't know. Are you Colin Furs? Was that what we were looking at? I don't know. What were we talking about at 2019? I haven't got a clue. No, it doesn't work. What it does, Paul, is it burns the paper, no problems. But then obviously when it gets to the clear, it just passes straight through. If you were to put dark paper on both sides, it will cut the top paper and it will cut the bottom paper. And the layer of clear acrylic in the middle is completely clear. Keith at Cosmic Scale Models, he's got a CO laser in there. That's why he's able to cut clear acrylic. So, wow, what's that? There's a link. What's the link? Oh, is that the wow? Oh, okay. I didn't realize that's a backdrop. You can get backdrops. Thank you for that. I'm just copying that link over so I can get that after stream. That's cool. I mean, you must have taken that picture, Phil, and just thought, yeah, that looks that. Look, I'm going to use an English term, so please, Americans, don't be offended by this. But that's the nuts. I don't know. Can I? No, I'm not going to say the other word. It's the nut. It looks cool. It looks absolutely cool. If my memory doesn't play tricks on me, I seem to recall Wayne made a video. Yes, I did. So that is on the channel somewhere. Display. Oh, it's called Display, is it? But it's spelled P-I-A-E. How's that pay? Display. Well, from now on, I will call it Display. You shall be called Display. I am hopeless. I am so hopeless at pronouncing things. I think you're having internet problems tonight, Joss, because at the moment I've dropped no frames and everything's looking absolutely perfect. You love watching the channel. Helps me labour my U96 build. When do we get the Sailors, please? I don't know, but you know what? I've got 3 packs of the U96 to do as well. Again, I'm probably going to get one of them out this week, next week. What I try to do on the channel is I'm trying now to get to the point where I'm not building a car every day. I'm trying to mix it up a bit. So I'll probably do 2 car builds in a week. But if I can do an Alien build or a Optimus Prime build or something that's slightly different to what I normally do, then that's what I'm going to do. Going forward, I do want to include things like the Ares 1B that I've got down here, the Spaceballs Eagle 5, that Flash Gordon Ajax, and whatever I pick up on Wonderfest, I'd like to start putting some of them on the channel because I think it's important to cater to part work builders, model railway builders, and garage kit builders. Because I just think it's good to get everyone together. The reason I say that now is because myself and Dave Howe just recorded a podcast. It's going to be out soon, the Scale Model World podcast, talking about the recent model show that was at the NEC. And basically, it was an amalgamation of the train model show and Airfix and kit models. And they sort of clashed them together. And Dave was telling me that about 2/3 of the venue was model trains. But it is interesting to see model trains and our hobby, part works and kit build models coming together. So very interesting to see. He's got some footage of that as well. But it'd be great if that could all be classed as one thing. Can you imagine some of the venues that you'd need? Because Telford, when we went there, that was 3 massive halls just devoted to kit models, really, and garage kits. But if you were to add model railways into that, you're gonna need an airport hangar, I think. Crazy. Wayne, this is blacksmithing, would cause the day since last injury board to explode. But I'm inspired, Dan. I watched that Forged in Fire, and I thought, oh, that's a great show, especially when it will kill. It's pretty cool. But anything like that, I'm captivated watching. We used to watch a show about 10 years ago called Face Off. I don't know if you saw that, which was makeup and special effects makeup show. A bit like Forged in Fire, but with makeup. But it's a shame that got cancelled because that was a great show as well. Hi, Wayne, over in sunny Florida. I wish I was there at the moment. I really enjoyed we got this sunshine for 4 days, apparently. So you never know, I might be able to get a bit of colour. I looked a bit pale and pasty, I think. You're currently background while I'm editing my Skyline video. I think I need to use my World of Wayne jingle a bit more. World of Wayne. You're on my phone in the kitchen, hooked up to the travel speaker via Bluetooth. Wow. What a choice should one make? Build a model Lancaster through part work or buy the 132 scale model for a model shop? Well, if you want a dynamic model, then the part work. If you want a static model or something that you can light yourself and do your own thing, Marcus, then I reckon the 132 scale model. I'm going to pronounce where. So Pete J. Cooper, you're at the moment in St. Marie from Death in Paradise, aren't you? Which is the country called. Phil, please don't tell me off. Is it Guadeloupe? Guadeloupe? I don't know how you pronounce it. Guadeloupe? Glope? It's somewhere over there in the Caribbean or Caribbean, Guadalupe. You're a dream. You're a silver dream machine. You know what? That on a completely different subject, you just saying Silver Dream Machine. Has anyone seen the film? This was one of my first. I did an Amazon review where I lost it. I lost it big time. Has anyone ever seen the film called Silver Dream Racer with David Essex? Right, because I'd seen that film and I'd seen it when I was a kid, and I thought it's quite a good film. I enjoyed the film, but I thought I'll buy the DVD, to reminisce about old times. Now, I'm going to give you spoiler alerts. At the end of the film, what was supposed to happen is that he wins a race on it's a motorbike, it's a motorcycle film. He wins the race. He puts his hands in the air to cheer, loses control of the bike crashes, and he blows up and dies. That's how it films. The film ends on a tragedy. It's really, I said tragedy. Wow, it's a really sad ending. So then I bought the DVD. Now on the DVD, all of that happens. He wins the race. He puts his hands up in the air, and the credits roll. It has a bloody happy ending. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? So I vented my anger big time on Amazon. This was about, I don't know, 10 years ago. I had my username, Ice Cool Psycho was my username. But Silver Dream Racer, great film. You haven't seen it? David Essex, brilliant film. Yes, I saw Apocca's teasing the 917K. I won't be doing that. I've done 2 917Ks now. I don't want to do another one. Wife has no perspective. She wanted kitchen and bathrooms renovated before my hobby room. So now those rooms are done. I can get back to the hobby room. Now 6 months behind, only on Agora Builds. You should see what Mrs. Rhoda Wayne's got planned. She's doing a lot of work in the house when I'm at Wonderfest. She's moving all the rooms around because she says, if I'm here, I will stress her. So she's got my son here and she's got a painters coming in. And I think I'm going to probably get back to a completely different house. I've got no idea. You'll buy into Partworks Spectrum Pursuit vehicle for Captain Sala. Always loved that car. Phil, I don't know if you saw my video that I put up on the channel last Sunday from the Canvey Sci-Fi Museum. Canvey Island had a sci-fi show. There was a store with some guy's private collection of Jerry Anderson stuff, and some of this was authentic stuff. I couldn't believe what he had, and why the Jerry Anderson Foundation has let him have that. He's not related to them at all. But he had some official stuff from UFO there, Captain Scarlet. He had some of the puppets from Thunderbirds, not the main ones, just some side characters, but crazy stuff. I tried to film everything I could there, but that's where I met Brian Jones, brilliant guy. He's the guy who built the silent running robots. I've actually been in touch with him a couple of times. Absolutely swell guy, and we were talking about these little beasts and how he can use them in his models, which is the Arduino Nanos, which still have a place in model making, I think. Definitely. Oh, your snooker game was online. What, like the workshop being built, Steve? No, I don't mind ripping that out. Things like that are jobs that I don't mind doing. I hate hoovering, I hate ironing, I hate washing, but I'll happily build a deck. When you're slumming it with Coke, yeah. No, or Buxton Spring. Does that make me posh? I don't know. Buxton Spring still water. I don't think I live too far from Buxton, actually. Perhaps I could just go and get a bottle and source it myself. You've been looking at the build at the moment, and some bits for the engine are snapping, and it's apparently really hard and annoying. Is this the Lancaster build? I've looked at some of these pieces. Let me just show you this so you can get an idea. And I can probably understand what you mean because I don't know if you can see this. Stand by. Let me just put this one up. Check out how small some of those bits are. So we've got these, and then we have got some bigger pieces here. This is all we've got in the next stage. But I am sort of anticipating that it's going to be really fiddly. So it's zooming up cameras time, wearing my magnifying glasses time. Oh, it's a pink Jeep, is it? There's me thinking it's a helicopter, Nick. That's what happens when you do a quick Google search. The Enterprise D, believe it or not, I've actually got 3 packs of the Enterprise D here to do. And what I want to do actually on the next Patreon stream is to start these damn nacelles on the refit. So I've already been briefed by Phil, who I think's built 3 of them now, that there is lining up issues. But I personally haven't looked at the nacelles at all. So I'm going to be getting them in, having a look at them. We're going to figure out lighting and light blocking and stuff like that. So, yeah, I prefer Pepsi. I don't know why. Perhaps there's more sugar in Pepsi. I don't like max drinks, diet drinks, or anything. It needs to be full fat Coke for me. I do prefer full fat Coke. Oh, you are here. Hello, Mrs. Wayne. Yeah, I've got the first 5 packs, John. So I will try and get one out, the next one out next week. Because believe it or not, the most viewed videos on the channel at the moment are the Lancaster bomber and the U-boat. Crazy, huh? U-boat. Oh, saying that, the last one of this did really well. The last one of Optimus Prime. Let me just get rid of that QR code. It's blocking Optimus Prime. Bomb. There we go. You've got to see Optimus in all his glory. Look, and look, if I open this up. Oh, yeah, by the way, did anyone notice my deliberate mistake when I built the actual model in the video? No one mentioned it, so everyone must have missed it. These bits here, this silver bit here, and the silver bit down this side, I completely forgot to put them in. So it's only when I completed the matrix and I've got 2 bits left over that I'm like, where do they go? There they go. So, there's the other matrix there, and if I press that button, whoops, stand by. Let's turn it on and press that. There we go. We've turned his matrix on as well. Brilliant model. Now, when I do the video where I've got these, 'cause I will edit the videos down that I've been doing on the channel. They need editing, believe me. The amount of pulling my hair out, if I had any. I'm going to also talk about the articulation and how the arms pull out and how they bend, how the legs bend, and how you can put it into different poses. So that's something I'm going to be doing pretty much when we get the base, I think, because when the base comes, you're going to add some height to that big time. I was talking about the alien legs. Oh, my half brother. I get you now. Bless. It is big though, isn't it? You know what I'm doing. I mentioned this on the channel member stream yesterday. What I'm planning to do, and I don't care if Mrs. Wayne's hearing this, is because it's so big, I'm just going to store it in the lounge until I can figure out a place where to put it. And if trying to figure out a place where to put it takes a couple of years, so be it. I just think it'll look good in the lounge. And the fact that it actually moves its head when it hears sound, yeah, that should freak out some of the visitors. Yeah, I was going to say that word, but I had to second guess myself because I don't know if the when I went to America, when I visited America and I went out to LA to see Phil, we went into I can't even remember the name of the store now, Phil, but we went into this store where I got the carpet flocking from, and one of the guys came up to me and he's like, "You from England?" Yeah. He said, "Can you do me a favor and what does bollocks mean?" And I was like, "What?" So, because, you know, that word's got so many different meanings in English. You watched the new Ghostbusters film yesterday. It can't be long before that comes out on Blu-ray, surely. Godzilla -1 is out now. You need to see, if you haven't seen it, one of the best films I saw last year, Godzilla -1. Brilliant film. I'm catching up on chat. Look, we're at 2032, so I'm only 10 minutes behind on chat. We are getting there. Yeah, no, it will be coming back, Don. I will be on it. I mean, you know what? Sometimes when a model's not going the way you want it to go, here's some advice from Uncle Wayne. Put a towel over it or box it up, because when I was moving everything around to make space for that printer I've got down here, I opened up my Polar Lights refit with a saucer. And I don't know if you remember, I said that I accidentally sprayed some more white undercoat on it and I got it all over the windows. It's not as bad as I thought it was. I think at the time I was so honed in on the model that I thought this is just a disaster. But then, you know, I've had a few months off of it now and I've looked back at it and I thought, you know, this is fixable. It's not as bad as I thought it was. So I need to show you. I need to show you so you can see for yourself, because I never showed anyone how bad it looked. But it's not too bad. Hello, Ian. How's it going? Not long, mate. We've got 3 weeks, isn't it, to Wonderfest? God, so quick. It's a shame that Joe Dante's cancelled, but it is what it is. Hopefully we're going to see some Ray Harryhausen models there, though. Because Vanessa Harryhausen's going to be there. That's going to be good. Yes, the Rossi bike. I've only got 8 stages. It's all fairing. And from what I understand, they're Phillips head screws. And they are... and they're not magnetic. Ah, okay. So that's that. I thought I had a pizza coming then, Ian. The dogs are all barking now. Ian did send me something, though. And are these available in part work upgrades, Ian? Because Mrs. Wayne says I should wear this. So I've got a new pinny. Now, do you remember when I do all my builds, especially the messy ones, I'm wearing the Los Polos shirt, apron from Breaking Bad? I don't need to do that anymore because we have got a Sprueverse Challenge. One which I'm going to put on and model. Now, I did send Phil a picture of this with my classic model pose. Or how cool is that? Look, check that out. Look, Aztec Dummy, Sprueverse, World of Wayne. Pretty cool. So I've got a Sprueverse Challenge pinny. I think I'll wear that now. People think I'm about to do some butchery or something. Thank you for that, Ian. That's really appreciated. Feel free to put any link in the chat, Ian. You need to bring back the Since accident board. Do you know why that's not there, Ed? The reason that's not there is because I broke it. It fell off the wall and smashed into, like most things in here. I knew there was something else I had to tell you. Make sure you're sitting down for this because it's some bad news for you. Yeah, that smashed, so I need to get another board. If I was to do that, it would look good, lit up, having a day since last accident board. But you're not going to like this. Do you remember my X-Wing? The X-Wing fell off the stand, broke into a million pieces. I just shot of it and I just stuck it in my water feature and had done with it. Well, when Mitochondrial Journey came to pick up the Millennium Falcon, he saw the X-Wing. I said, if you want it, you can take it. And he's been repairing it and he's been doing an absolutely brilliant job of repairing that. Well, I have lost another model. Another model took a fill and smashed into a million pieces and it's already gone. The model has gone. It went in the trash. So it's the first model that I can probably say I've trashed completely and it's gone. I no longer have Iron Man. Iron Man fell and just broke into a million billion bits. So I don't have Iron Man anymore. I know, shocking, but it's gone. All the work put into that as well. Who is the instructor? Standby. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but I put it as my story. But I don't know how to check my story because I don't know how to use social media properly. Check out my story on Instagram and it will tell you who the instructions are. Ian, you're looking into the Lancaster cruise. So many people want that because the Lancaster's in flight and people don't like to see an aircraft in flight. I've just learnt this without any crew on board. So, Guadalupe. There we go. I weren't that far. Guadalupe. So that's where he is. Guadalupe. Guadalupe. You only have to tell me once. I've been doing this quick. You Americans are going to love this. I've been on is it TikTok? I think it might be TikTok or Reels. I think it might be Instagram Reels, actually. They've been doing this thing where they just give you the shape of a country and highlight it and tell you what country that is. But they're doing the same thing with American states. So I'm getting really good at naming where all the American states are. I just find it fascinating. It is weird that where I think some places, like I thought Minnesota was where North Dakota was. I got them confused. I thought Minnesota was the further west, but I am getting there. I do find that quite a fun little pursuit. It beats playing Wordle every day, put it that way. Love that film, Steve. It's not. It's Silver Dream Racer. The film is called. I've never seen Silver Dream Machine. I don't know what that is, but Silver Dream Racer with David Essex. Yeah, you see. But at the end, he dies. So I don't know what version you've seen. Because in the DVD, it's just got a happy ending. Terrible. I haven't got the next bits for the Fast and Furious to show you here because it means digging through all my boxes to try and find it. But it'll be on the channel next week, so don't worry about that. You just finished your R2D2 by Fan Home. Must say, very good. Well, that was the second one I built, and I had just as much building the missed a word out there. Just as much fun building the second one as the first one. Now, this hasn't been plugged in for a while. I don't know if he still turns on, but I know that if I plug him in, that's the only thing that I'd say is that when you plug it into charge, you don't know it's charging. No lights come on or anything. The only time you can get a charging light come on is if you turn R2D2 on and then stick the charger in. So pretty weird. But other than that, he still sits there. He is a pain to try and link to your Wi-Fi, but if you can get that QR code read, then it works perfectly. But I had to put Optimus Prime in here just because it's such a fabulous. It's definitely, I said it last week, favorite build on the channel. That thing there, favorite build on the channel, definitely. Wayne Buxton's in the Peak District. Well, the Peak District's near you, isn't it? A 2-hour drive, Paul's not that far from me. I mean, it's not in Scotland, is it? I do 2 hours to go see my kids. That's why it's like down the road to me. Will you be carrying on with the Dalek? The Dalek was only a trial. It was only a 3-stage trial. So until they actually bring it out as a full build, I can't carry on with it. So there you go. Wow, we've got a real camp of Pepsi and Coca-Cola. That's crazy. I used to like Dr. Pepper, but I went really off of it. And then when I went to America in Florida, I tasted Mr. Pibb. And I thought, how on earth can this Mr. Pibb be? It's such a rip-off brand of Dr. Pepper. But I did like Mr. Pibb. You need the Greens to go on a 3-week holiday. In 3 months, it's the 3rd anniversary of the 3 years has it been? Wow. That's crazy. Well, it's a good job that I've got all these tags back up. I'm glad that the names are finally, on Saturday, they'll all be up because I've got a new lot of tags coming tomorrow. And I did 50 of them today. So 50 tags went up today and I've got 75 left to do. So no problems at all. None of the sugar-free rubbish. Yeah, I don't like any of that. The alien is not staying on the lounge. Well, it's an objective opinion, Mrs. Weldaway. But it's one that I'm willing to negotiate. Yeah, you see, you've got the bedroom and you've got the fabric room and, and the hallway. That's yours. You can have the hallway. We can divvy up the house. But I just think it would look good by the TV. I don't know why. Yeah. Ramon, you tell her, why not, Esther? Why can't we have that in the lounge? It's lovely. Howard, it'd be a good idea, but I've got no room behind my TV. My TV is sort of flat to the wall. Even though it's on a stand, it's flat to the wall. So, and I've got a massive TV. The TV would dwarf even the alien. I've got like an 80-inch TV. So, yes, you're painting the NPC Falcon. I will pop in and see how you're getting on with that. I would have never fit it in my hand luggage or my. I wouldn't put it in the car. It'll just get smashed up. It's available in the store. Okay, that's cool. So that's the part work upgrades. I don't think I've got a link at the moment. It only lets you have. Oh, I do. Look, there we go. Part work upgrade store. Check that out. And look, it's still got the discounts available through December. Ian, are you going to be having discounts? There we go. Let's change that because we're not in December anymore. That's the last time I clicked on that link, wasn't it? Oh, technology. And I still don't know how to turn it off now. There we go. So I'll turn that off there. Yeah, Iron Man's gone. He went. Wayne pulled a Thanos, R.I.P. Tony. Yeah, he well, what happened? He broke in half. Then the shoulder area came off. I don't know what happened to this side, but it went completely floppy. And the head was no longer stiff. It was just like flopping around. And I thought, you know what? I wasn't as upset as I was with the X-Wing, but I thought, no, it's got to go. So I just need to make sure that if I'm going to be displaying models that they are sturdy. Iron Man wasn't sturdy anyway. Even on the base he was on, I had to cable tie him to the rod at the back because the weight just wanted to make him fall over all the time. Don't know if you remember building Iron Man, but a lot of the top section was metal and a lot of the bottom was like plastic. So it was top heavy. But I really do need to, Ian, we'll have to have a photo shoot session. What do you reckon? Oh, look, you can tie it around the front as well. Even with my weight. Look, check this out. Even with my beer belly, look, I've tied it around the back and here. You know, I heard that if you approach someone wearing either an apron or a lab coat, they look like they know what they're doing. So that's why I got a lab coat as well. Wear a lab coat, people think you know what you're doing. Or a lab coat and a clipboard, I guess. That would be even better. Pronounce the a long A in Guadalupe. Guadalupe. Oh, see, you come for the model building, you come for the chat, you stay for the elocution lessons. I don't know how to speak properly. How long after yesterday's video did it take? It took about another half an hour because the instructions were really hard to follow, but it is good. You know what worries me? What worries me is in the time I turned this on at around about 7:45, and look how dull the batteries have gone already. Those batteries don't last long. I bought some new batteries today for this, and it's been on for an hour, and they've just run out really quickly. I'm probably not going to have it on anyway, but it is interesting. I do agree with what Lou says. It would be nice to have had some sort of magnets into this section here so that it can like snap together when it's not being used. Otherwise, it's still got this wobble in it here. But other than that, I mean, he's already got a matrix there. So it's nice to have one here. Let me just turn that axe off as well. Otherwise, I'm just going to waste batteries. But I'm glad that's finally done. You didn't know where Devil and Cornwall were till last year. Why would you have in a foreign country? Yeah, too right. Mrs. Welder Wayne is the one that's been travelled. She's been everywhere. She's been absolutely everywhere. It's funny because I talk about places like the Yucatan. I don't know if the folks from the 3D Fig Labs are watching the stream. If you are, hi. I was talking about the Yucatan, and Esther said, yeah, I've been there. She went to Chichen Itza. I'm like, oh, typical. I just nod now because, you know, all of these places she's already been to. Laos she's been, Cambodia she's been, Nepal she's been, China she's been, Russia she's been, Libya she's been. Crazy. Thank you, it's exhausting. Oh, bless. Oh, bless. No, Optimus is pretty sturdy. And I think anyone who's built the build will vouch for that. It's a pretty sturdy robot there. Oh, Silver Dream Machine is the son to Silver Dream Racer. Oh, you did mean Silver Dream Racer. Great film. But I think they spoilt it. I can't believe how quick the stream's gone tonight. We've only got like 3 minutes left. Mr. Pip is Dr. Pepper's less successful brother. I just think it's a blatant rip-off. Do they do Mr. Pibb in North Carolina? Because when I ask about it, it seems like it's just around the Florida area. But I don't know. Wayne, what's worse in New England is Moxie Soda. Never heard of that. Totally terrible, but my father-in-law loved it. See you at Wonderfest. Yes, definitely, Wayne. You're coming to Wonderfest. It's going to be great. I'm getting so excited now. Although the airports in England are having a bit of a problem at the moment. We had a fire alarm at Gatwick today. The e-gates weren't working yesterday. I really hope we don't get any delays because I'm flying into Atlanta, so I'm hoping everything's going to be all right there. Yeah, I'm notorious for digging deep holes. Put the alien on the couch and let him hold the remote control. I should do that. It's because she's scared of it. Look, she won't even watch the films, Lou. She don't mind E.T. or Optimus Prime. Very specific sort of ugliness then, because you think, is E.T. ugly? You don't mind E.T., but you think the alien's ugly. Okay. Now I know why you're with me. I'll explain that later, Matthew. The names here were originally for the people that helped to chip in for the workshop, but unfortunately I made them out of wood plaque, and after 3 years of weathering, the wood just completely destroyed, so I needed a more permanent solution, which is why I'm doing it in metal now. But there you go. Hello, Craig. We're all about to go now, so it's all fun. If I've missed your chat, there isn't a lot now. I think most people are saying goodbye. I apologise, but we are at the end of the stream now, and it's been fun. You've got Mr. Pibb in Walmart. Sells Dr. Thunder. All pretty much the same. How can you rip off brands like that? That's like, when I was growing up, we couldn't afford Nike, so I had Nukes or Rubox. Oh, it's been a fun stream tonight. I'm going to go into the house and model my sexy Pinny with Mrs. World Away. That's my evening sorted. Tomorrow I'm going to be building the Lancaster on the channel, and because I don't have the kiddies this weekend, there's probably going to be some videos up at the weekend. I'm not sure what we're going to build yet, but I will have a couple of videos up on the weekend. I'm thinking about the DeLorean. Really do need to get started on issue 48, which I've got here. But it's been a fun stream. Thank you for watching me tonight.